I know you see the title of the video and you're either in two categories. The first being you watch maybe 15 videos a day of some guy explaining to you why some YouTuber you'd never heard of has fallen off in some way, and just expect me to shit all over whoever I'm going to be talking about. And the second category of people watching this video are probably thinking to themselves, who the fuck is this dirty ass, broke ass, bitch ass, stupid ass, dumb irrelevant motherfucker talking shit about Berleezy? They probably already went down to the comments to type out the most hateful, insulting, dastardly comment about me, how I'm irrelevant, how my channel's irrelevant, my videos are irrelevant, my life's irrelevant, how I'm gay, my videos are gay, my voice is gay, and how this video is ultimately unnecessary.
What?
Well, first of all videos on YouTube are ultimately unnecessary. And second, this video was not made simply to shit on Berleezy just because. This video is to explain my grievances with Berleezy's content today and discuss the factors that might have led him to this position. As I actually used to love watching Berleezy, as with other YouTubers like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and the Red Brad essentially made my childhood and were the core components that would eventually cause me to create my own YouTube videos. So you might be asking, what's the problem? Why make this video if he's such a big inspiration for you? Well, for that exact reason, I feel like I need to make this video, as I believe the Berleezy that I and many others grew up with is not the same one we're watching today. The once energetic, charismatic, and funny 20-something-year-old who always had a roast in one hand and a quick-witted quip in the other, in my opinion, is long gone. But to explain this, we'll have to go back, all the way back to December 16th, 1992. During this time, a young baby boy was born. Not much is really known about Berleezy's early life aside from what he shared in his videos, detailing specific points in his life, memories of which have been mostly clipped into hour-long videos specifically dedicated to his story times, which are really entertaining to be fair. Berleezy was born in California, of which he would spend the better part of his life there. He attended California State University, majoring in English, and would eventually become the president of the school's black union. Up until this point, Berlin was living the average life of a young adult, drinking, partying, and hanging out with his friends, and playing video games, of course. This will be important later. Berleezy created his channel in September 2012. Nothing was posted until April of the same year, where he'd post his first video to the site, titled April Fools. The video consisted of an April Fool's prank, of which he'd pretend to give his longtime friend LJ a series of iPads, of which housed a variety of items, none of them iPads. That was really most of Berlin's content at this time, just a guy making skits with his friends. He would later then start making vlogs, documenting his life at college. These vlogs, unlike his skits, I've actually watched, and I'd say they're pretty entertaining. They're really chill and down to earth. It's kind of nostalgic looking back and seeing how he was before the fame. But what would come next would change Berlin's life forever.
Welcome back to another installment of Exposed. It is your host with the roast, you feel me, Berleezy. And I'm back with a very, very highly demanded video. Yes, y'all been wanting this one. I see the comments. I be seeing the tweets. I be getting the DMs. Today, we are flaming the one, the only. Before we get this video started, and let me just let y'all know what this is now. This is a paint stain, okay? I live in a garage. Things like this happen. Anyways, before I get this one started, I want to address something that I've been getting recently, okay? It's a comment that keeps recurring in my timeline, and that is, oh, Berleezy, why do you scream so much? Oh, Berleezy, why do you yell so much? Listen, being loud is fun for me, and I'm assuming because you're here with me from those videos, we can be loud together, okay? Okay? Let me be loud, okay? Now, let's get it!
December 2nd, 2015, Berlin would post a video with the title Rugrats Exposed. Rugrats Exposed was a video in which Berlin would roast the characters of the hit classic 1991 animated TV show Rugrats.
House, take him to jail! Old people, man, I do not trust them. Bro, that looks like it takes so much skill. Okay, respect. You know damn well what they made that bottle look like. And look at Tommy's hands. What are those? Yo, they never explain what this ugly cat shit is. But it's walking towards Tommy. Leave the house now. Did he just drift a vacuum cleaner? Yo, watch Lil's crazy ass. Look at how...
The video consisted of Berlin roasting the intro to the show. It was a funny video. Like, really funny. Like, I Can't Breathe funny. So funny, the video has amassed over 2 million views. See, with this video, Berlin started to get a lot more exposure to his channel. People come from all sides of the internet to watch a guy roast the mess out of the Rugrats. As most likely, one guy watched the video, shared it to their Facebook page, or something. Then another person watched it and they shared it to their Facebook page. And then another, okay, you get it. Needless to say, Berlin had never seen this much traction to his channel, as his videos mostly consisted of vlogs and videos discussing various topics that many could relate to. One could say that Rugrats Exposed was a risk for his channel at this time, a risk that would be extremely beneficial for him and lay down the groundwork for what was to come. As with the success of the first Exposed video, he just decided to keep making more, with each one continuously getting more brutal, pulling no punches, and delivering some of the funniest commentary that at this point has solidified him into the Internet Hall of Fame.
They gonna open up with you, Oscar? Is this Proud Family or Finding Nemo, bitch? Cause you look just like Dory with them little ass ears on your cheeks. Yo, we have a lot to get through in this video, so I'm gonna spare your ass for now. That purple tight ass tie, man, f out my face. Man, I do not care. Trudy Proud can get it. Hey, I'm not the only one who thinks that either. Don't even play me. I put it in her animated booty so quick. If she a cartoon, I'm a cartoon, nigga.
Proud family, what? You and me will always be tied.
Penny, you know damn well you ain't getting no reception with that Flintstone phone in your hand. Look at that smile on your face. Who you talking to? This nigga 15 Cent? We ain't forgot. With your little thought ass. What you need to do is call your barber and have him cut that alfalfa shit off your head. You know you see that.
I know that.
Okay, Disney. So you just thought niggas wasn't gonna notice that Oscar's eating chicken and waffles for breakfast. You might as well finish the stereotype and yep, there you go, yep. He really tying up this bib like he's about to spill some shit. Nigga, that food dry as hell. Where's your syrup at? Where's your Tabasco sauce? How the f she do that? Damn, you couldn't leave Oscar a bite? You didn't make any of that. Don't kiss me and then drink my damn milk. Damn, who is shooting at you? How does your show open up with your ass getting blasted on? DW has to be the top 5 worst cartoon characters of all time. Such a mean-ass little rodent. Still, to this day. That creepy-ass poster in the back match your evil-ass soul. That's why I'm glad Arthur clocked your bitch ass, man.
I told you not to touch it!
Your dumb ass kids. Oh my god! Back up! Yo, Arthur loves hanging with this big jawed Donkey Kong looking ass. Damn! I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I really hate this bald piece of shit. And I'm already knowing I'm gonna get thumbs down for saying that. I don't care. I don't give a fuck no more. This balloon head, lollipop face ass brat did nothing for me growing up. Think about it. As a kid, what did Caillou teach you other than to cry and bitch and moan for whatever you wanted? Fuck out of here, you bald fuck. I hate you. Pause! What is that?
Seriously, you most likely have heard sound effects from his Exposed series and other YouTubers' videos. To put it simply, Berlin's Exposed series was legendary, and if he was to start making videos then and there, he would have more than put his stamp on internet culture. The 14th of June, 2016, Berlin would possibly make one of the greatest decisions of his life when he created the Berleezy channel. As I said, up until this point, Berlin's content mostly consisted of vlogs, skits, and commentary videos, and the Exposed videos, of course, but due to how popular the Exposed series was, he just kept on doing them, to the point where it took up most of the uploads on his channel, with some non-exposed videos to break up the pattern, but even still, exposed videos look like they were here to stay, or at least that's what we thought.
I'm not even gonna draw this out. I'm gonna say my piece and we're gonna keep going. I created the Exposed series last year, right? It was based solely around roasting and exposing the weird things about cartoon theme songs in my generation growing up, right? I took some time away, and I probably don't upload these as often as y'all like. And thankfully, there have been other YouTubers on here doing the exact same thing. Roasting cartoons, doing whatever the fuck they do, right? If you funny and you doing it, bruh, shout out to you. I'm loving it. But I need my Exposed series, the shit that I created, that like people know me for, to continue to grow. And I can't do that. I can't do that personally if I'm just sticking to cartoons, you know what I'm saying? And I say that to say that I figured out what I'm gonna do next, and some of y'all gonna love it, some of y'all gonna be like, But thankfully, there's other people who roast cartoons if you want to just see cartoons being roasted. But I'm taking this shit this year to a whole nother level. And I'm hoping that y'all come along with me, because this shit is going to be fire. I promise you. After I post this Courage Exposed, which will be coming soon, I'm not going to even give dates no more, because every time I do that, I don't keep them. So just know that Courage is coming, and after Courage will be my first try at this new spin I want to take on the Exposed series. To prove to y'all, like, this shit ain't going nowhere.
As a 24-year-old, Berlin didn't want to keep making Exposed videos anymore. He was older, had different interests, and with an increase in age was more mature, and really didn't want to keep screaming at cartoons for the rest of his career. So he devised a plan in which could combine another passion in his life, making content that would be changing genres but not his personality. July 28th, 2016, Berlin would post his first ever video to his new channel, Berleezy. The video was essentially him announcing his gaming channel and telling his fans where they could find him.
What's good, y'all? Making this video just real quick so y'all know you are in the right place. Berleezy's official gaming channel, Berleezy, kind of like iCarly. Y'all subscribe up so you can know when I'm posting videos on this channel. I love each and every one of y'all. For real, though. Bye.
People didn't support this decision at first, as they saw it as him abandoning his core fanbase, distancing himself from the content that made him so successful in the first place. Many of his viewers saying that the gaming channel was gonna flop, that nobody wants to see gaming videos and that he should stick to his strengths and keep making the Exposed series. Berlin wouldn't listen to the naysayers and kept his eye on the prize, doing what he thought was best for himself and having fun doing it. He didn't care that the decision wasn't met with immediate love. He always knew in the back of his head that people would come around.
Well, we started Telltale because we wanted to make television-style video games. We wanted to make things that were really dramatic and full of awesome characters.
When we set out to build episodes, it really was for us a lot about, wow, this is a lot like what TV does, and we can do cliffhangers and we can keep people engaged over time.
Our core mechanic is in the investment in these characters. It's about how to tell a story and let the player take ownership of their part in this story.
The Telltale ethos is kind of baked right into the name of the company. They're storytellers.
When we're looking for licenses, we always try to start out and think, you know, what's something that we're all fans of, and also what's something that has a really cool, unique world where we feel like there's a lot of great opportunities for great stories.
We're at a really cool position to be able to point at things that we really dig and say, we want to work on that. We want to do something with that.
We've done a lot of comedy, a lot of lightheartedness, and to kind of force our hand to do something that was more adult, more dramatic, was a good direction to challenge us.
The Walking Dead Season 1 for a lot of people was how they discovered Berlin's content, and for good reason.
Shut the fuck up!
The Walking Dead Season 1 is arguably the best series on Berlin's channel. How could it not be? Berlin was always an energetic person, very hyper, and as we've seen from this Exposed series, even though at times he can be very loud and aggressive, is also very well spoken. A person who at the time said what was on his mind no matter what, which in combination with his well-spoken voice and aggressive commentary, and the raw dialogue, complex characters, and dire events of The Walking Dead has easily given us some of the most quotable lines in YouTube history.
Breathing. I think he's had a heart attack.
You think? You're doing too much right now.
Wake up.
It's not even that hard of a decision. Kenny, you're doing too much.
Is he breathing?
You're doing too much.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, let me take over. Keep checking his pulse.
If he die, I'm gonna just grab a salt lick and smack. Kenny's trying to do it before me!
He's gonna turn! You're putting all of us at risk, you
One,
son of a bitch!
Two,
fucking worst
three. Oh my gosh, y'all! Kenny did it!
No!
Whoa! Oh!
Holy shit!
Bro, get back! Get back! Lois, are you stupid? Oh, Cuddy. Cuddy, you gotta do better. Cuddy?
Don't make me do this!
Don't make me do it. Blow his fucking head off!
The Berleezy channel would grow exponentially from this formula, playing games and just being himself, which fortunately was what made them so enjoyable in the first place. Unlike many other YouTubers in the same field who have to force continuous commentary in an attempt to keep their viewers' attention, that really only makes their videos even more unbearable to sit through. Berlin didn't need to do that, as he, no matter what game he was playing, always found a way to make it entertaining. Like Doki Doki Literature Club, a horror game in which you wait 5 hours to get scared, a game in which reading takes up 95% of the gameplay, he still finds a way to make it entertaining.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. If she does what I think a freak like her would do, it might turn me on. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Yeah, that turns me on a little bit. I know it's nasty, I know it's gross, but Yuri, honestly, if I was really Berleezy in this situation and a girl like Yuri did that to my finger, I'm smashing. And I'm not pulling out. You want to play with my blood?
Play with my seeds.
This was mostly due to his say whatever's on his mind mentality, where he'd be playing a game and just out of nowhere he'd say some crazy shit.
Sodomized. I see you with them thighs. Liz, you got the prize. I want a piece of that pie, and I'ma cream it.
Whoa, Jack! Whoa, Jack!
This would be a staple in all of his videos for years to come, diversifying his content with new ideas and formats like Would You Rather and 3 Scary Games. But even with the success of the gaming channel, still people wanted to return to what put him on the map in the first place, the Exposed series.
Question 5. I subscribe for roast, and you barely do roast anymore. What should I do? Look, man, I got some solutions for you. Either get over it, or you can unsubscribe. Or check out some of these dope channels who roast cartoons. I only know 2. There's Stonedy, shout out Stonedy, and there's Psychopio, shout out Psychopio. Go check out the homie, show him some love.
In which Berlin would ignore these requests, not wanting to go back to an old style of content that just wasn't him anymore. So he kept going, posting videos that he enjoyed and thought his audience would enjoy too, and they did, to the point where the Berleezy channel would surpass the Berlin channel in every way. More views, more subscribers, and a better reach. That gave him more access to better opportunities and would eventually put him in close contact with some of the most influential people in the world. But here are where the problems start to arise. So before I start, I'm gonna have to explain a few things. So you might be thinking, if he's making all these connections, gaining all these subscribers, and making more money than he's ever seen in his life, what's the problem? Well, you see, just because someone or something is successful doesn't mean that someone or something is actually good. By the way, this is not an attack on Berlin's character, just him as a brand, his channel, and his likeness. But in this case, I'll be talking about his content, and that is not good. But to fully understand where I'm coming from, we'll have to go back, all the way back to the start of Berlin's channel. Going back to the Walking Dead era, the reason why that series and that 2016 to 2019 period was so good was due to the natural charisma that Berlin had and the deep investment that he showed when playing them. This concept is what gave us iconic quotes like this one.
Damn, they're trying to immerse me. They're trying to immerse me very quickly.
A line he would use to break the fourth wall and tell the audience that he was immersing into the story of the game. God, this script is shit. What I'm trying to say is that the charisma and energy that made Berlin's content within this period so enjoyable seems to have disappeared with his newest videos, with them being incredibly boring. The once quick-witted, brutally honest, say whatever's on his mind attitude that made his content so entertaining has been replaced with a slower, stuttery, unfunny mess at sometimes. With his videos feeling like he's even bored recording. I don't and most likely will never know the cause of this, but I'll try to explain the reason reasons to why Berlin's content feels so stale. The days of Berlin just saying whatever he wants whenever he wanted are long gone, but maybe it's for the best. Niggas get offended over everything nowadays. It's pretty evident, as with almost all of his videos, there seems to be a distinct lack of confidence. He always cuts himself off mid-sentence. At first I thought this was for the sake of comedic effect, cutting yourself off before saying something provocative, but he does the same joke all the time to the point where it becomes annoying, just repeating the same gag over and over again because he can't come up with anything else to say. Like with his Life is Strange videos, some would say peak Berleezy, and I wouldn't argue with them. This series up until True Colors is a goated saga. But to show you the decline in commentary, I'll show you 2 clips, and you tell me who seems more comfortable.
This gnome has been places.
And ain't saying shit about where he's been. That nigga don't snitch, bro. He is solid, bro.
Perfect.
That guy's bad to the gnome.
Right? I heard he won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh God, please stop.
Oh my gosh.
No problem.
I feel the same way because I heard him say that and I'm like, is he doing what I think he do? And then she just followed right after him. That shit don't make no sense.
You can make anything pretty if you shove a bouquet inside.
I didn't even know he was in here. Okay, I didn't know, y'all. I thought
Rachel, whatever the fuck. Oh look, Max Amber, nice outfit. By the way, thanks for getting me fucking expelled, you twee bitch. You're lucky this is a public place.
Considering we're in a public diner with a police officer right over there, you shouldn't advertise your rage, Prescott.
Oh yeah? You shouldn't have bitch snitched on me to that fucked up principal.
You shouldn't have bitch snitched me. Why you say it like that? Whoever did the voice acting for this character, he was too passionate. Like, I'm like, are you good? That's what I would have asked him in the studio. I'm like, sir, are you good? He would have been like, I'm like, bro, chill.
See what I'm saying? It's just, the commentary is just... I'm making this such a big point because if your content revolves around you, it's detrimental that your personality in your videos is as interesting and entertaining as possible, which in its current point in time isn't. The second reason that I believe fed into Berlin's downfall is that there's no variety anymore. In the past, he would play any game. Literally any game. Regardless of how boring it was, his commentary would always make it enjoyable to watch. Life is Strange, The Walking Dead, Heavy Rain, Bully, Outlast 1, Outlast 2, Fortnite, Walking Dead Sins and Sinners, Northbury Grove, Hidden Agenda, Batman Telltale, Ape Escape, Last of Us, God of War, A Way Out, Nigga, Until Dawn. Jesus.
Yo! How the fuck did he do that?
Berlin was getting his bag when he made this shit, holy. But still, the point I'm trying to make is that Berlin, even though he made the same style of content, every video was completely different. Because every single game he played was different, and that created variety. And I don't think I need to tell you why that's a good thing. Compare that all to now, and I'm not joking when I say this, but every single game Berlin has posted has been a horror game. Not good horror games, indie horror games to be exact. Not good indie horror games, but literally random horror games no one's ever heard of. And I feel this is more detrimental to Berleezy's lack of impactful content, as there's no connection to what he's playing. Before, when playing a game, it seemed like he had a deep connection with the characters and story, which led him to the iconic moments that we love so much.
Sorry about Bree. Damn.
Listen, man, about what happened to Bree.
Please, save your sympathy for someone who's buying it.
What?
You don't think by now I got you figured? You don't strike me as someone who has a lot of consideration for others. Look at what you did to get me to come here with you in the first place. You expect me to believe you give a shit that it wound up costing Bree her life?
Now just hold on a damn minute.
Yeah.
Listen.
No, you listen. You got some good people here and they look to you as their leader. Well, I'm here to tell you, the kind of leader you are, they're not gonna make it much longer. And you're kidding yourself if you think putting them all on a boat is gonna solve anything. Now, you may not care about all of those people, but I know you care about that little girl. Which is why I'm gonna make you an offer.
You're not coming on the boat, Vernon.
What kind of an offer?
I'll take her off your hands, take her back with me. People. We're well supplied, well hidden, And a lot of us have had kids of our own. And now Crawford's fallen, we got nothing left to fear from them. She'll be safe with us. Safer than she will be if she stays with you.
Walk away, Vernon.
That's what you want for her, isn't it? To be safe?
You're not on the boat.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say any of this and give you a chance to walk away, which you ought to do right now.
Fuck out of my face.
I know you think you're doing what's best for her. And if you were her real father, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Fight it. Swing on
But
him.
You're not, are you? Just another one of your lies.
There it
That
is.
little girl's in my care. We've been through more together than you can imagine. Anyone who tries to get between me and her, anyone, is gonna wind up dead. You hear me?
Let's go, Vernon. Fuck you.
Off.
Old ass nigga, I wish it was you instead of Bree. What did you even do out there? What doctor are you? All you did was find some aspirin and give it to him. I could have done that without you. You got used.
And in your condition, you may not make it to her in time. She needs our help. All of our help.
Damn right. We can't let you do this alone.
So that's settled then. We'll look for Clementine together.
Hell yeah. What are we waiting for?
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Really.
Lee, man, you know I care about Clementine, and I am a Christian man. But I keep asking myself, if this was me, asking you for help, asking you to put your life on the line, would you be there for me? Because there have been plenty of times when you ain't been.
Is this nigga serious?
Just have to point it at me. Close your eyes and be thankful you never have to see me as one of them. You can do it. I know you can.
Okay, Lee. I can do it. I can.
Final meeting, Krista.
Final meeting, Krista. They're probably looking for us right now. Stay on high ground. Don't go too far. You'll find them. They'll take good care of you.
Oh my gosh. I can't watch the show, bruh. I can't do it. Not built for this. Not built for this. Always stay away from
Stay away from the cities.
Definitely.
They're just not worth the risk. And also,
What is it?
no, don't worry. All right.
Woo!
I'll miss you.
Me too.
Woo! Shit. This shit fucking weak, bro. I don't even care if a nigga tearing up, bro. I've spent like 10 hours with this nigga Lee, so. Woo, fuck.
This is impossible when he plays all these boring ass purposely cryptic games that are meant to be played once and nothing more, and it reflects in the videos as Berlin looks incredibly bored. The only reason I see why he does this is because money. As horror, especially horror game let's plays, are incredibly lucrative and generate insane amounts of money and attention that channels have literally dedicated their entire content to it. But these channels tend to genuinely have a passion for that type of content, which Berlin simply doesn't seem to have. I don't think I need to go in depth why sponsored videos are just lame, but combine this with boring commentary, a lack of variety in content, and continuous uploads of boring ass horror let's plays, and you see why it's really upsetting when you see a game that at a glance seems to break the mold turn out to be a sponsored video, essentially Berlin shilling whatever game he's playing. saying, I know this video has just been me complaining. I really wanted you to understand the frustration I felt for the past 3 years, with Berlin's content just feeling like a shell of his former self, who was once in my eyes one of the greatest creators on the platform. The king of Let's Plays now fits into the same cookie cutter mold like every other YouTuber, and maybe that's just the way it is, as I think with his more safe content now is less of a case of him abandoning what made his content so special, but him just mellowing out with age. Creating Berleezy was an answer to the monotonous and draining process of making the Exposed series, a channel in which he could express himself in a way outside of just making a series he just wasn't passionate about anymore. The same way Berlin didn't want to just keep making the Exposed series and screaming at cartoons. Maybe he just doesn't want to keep screaming at video games, unless it's an indie horror game, for fuck's sake. Or maybe he's just trying to make as much money as possible in order to help and support the people around him, stretching out the longevity of his channel by broadening the appeal of his content as wide as he can, opening up the doors for new fans to enjoy a new type of Berleezy.